Hey, what's going on, homies, and welcome to another video. First of all, before I start, I want to congratulate everybody on NBA playoff starting finally. First time since 420 days, 400 some days that we didn't have playoff basketball, and it's finally here. It's August, but we'll take it.
No, it's been a long fight. It's been a long fight, and I just had to have a warrior spirit, and that's all.
And first day brought us a lot of interesting games. Some of them were not that exciting. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Toronto. Today I want to talk about all those games. I want to talk about my opinion, and I think we're gonna talk about the game, and I want to know your opinion, so leave your opinion down in the comments. I will of course read it, and let's argue in the comments down below. First game of the night. I guess it wasn't the night, it was of the afternoon, and it's Utah Jazz against Denver Nuggets, which finished in overtime. Donovan Mitchell with 57 points. Little MJ vibes, kinda, but even though he scored 57, his heroics were shattered by Jamal Murray, who scored 36, but most of them came in overtime, and he killed the game in overtime. He basically took over, scored last 9 points, I think. This series and Houston OKC series is probably the closest series we're gonna get in terms of score, and in terms of every game is gonna be super competitive. I believe that this series will go to 7 games, and every game will be super close and overtime, pushing overtime every game. Michael Porter Jr. played 31 minutes, scored 13 points. The guy was all bubble. NBA all bubble team, but I think they will need more of him in the playoffs. He's gonna be like the X factor of the whole thing, and he's gonna be the key to beat Utah Jazz in the future games. We don't know if Donovan Mitchell will continue his awesome play, but Royce O'Neal needs to show up because he's only scored 3 points, and I don't see nobody else from the bench except they have Jordan Clarkson, who puts up his usual 18, Joe Ingles 19, Rudy Gobert 17, and no one else basically delivered. So for Utah Jazz to win, Donovan Mitchell has to put up big games like this, at least 40 points a game. So Denver Nuggets won game 1, and to me they are favored to win, but this series is gonna be very close. Second game of the night, and we're not gonna spend a lot of time talking about this game because Toronto Raptors, the reigning defending NBA champs and my favorite team, beat Brooklyn Nets pretty easily. Yeah, there was a little scare after they were leading 33 points, and then they kind of lost it, and Brooklyn pushed it to the single digits. But I don't ever think that Toronto were panicking, so they closed it out, beat Brooklyn Nets by 24 points, and it's easy W for my Raptors. Fred VanVleet 30 points, my boy. Serge Ibaka with 22. Important to point him out. As usual, the whole team played really well. Norman Powell only played 17 minutes, scored 6 points. Usually more important part of the offense, he usually gets more playing time for Toronto Raptors, but not today. OG Anunoby played really good game, and the whole first half Toronto played was amazing. It's not because I'm a Toronto fan, but for me, Toronto is kind of dark horse, you can say, to make the NBA Finals, and maybe even to win the whole thing. Tell me, what do you think of these Toronto Raptors? Can they make the Finals, or maybe even win the championship? I want to know your opinion. We move into the more frustrating game of the night. I was watching this game, and I was pretty pissed because watching this 76ers team was a nightmare for me, because I was watching the whole game. I was watching how Philadelphia started, and I'm specifically talking about Joel Embiid, because he started the game like he should start. For them to win, he has to make his best Shaquille O'Neal impression, in my opinion. He started just destroying the defense. Yeah, they were looking for switches, and every time he got a little smaller guy on him, he was bullying him. But even if Theis on him, he can just back him up and score every time. Daniel Theis cannot for a second even give an impression of guarding Joel Embiid. So watching him on the perimeter, just setting picks and giving the ball, passing the ball to his teammates, and then it was frustrating. Also frustrating to watch the whole team, Philadelphia team, when they were actually trying to give the ball to Joel Embiid in post, and they were just confused about spacing and how are they gonna do it, because kind of new to them, and for me, it comes down to coaching. Brett Brown been coach for 76ers for quite some time now, and I feel like they need a different coach to unlock Joel Embiid's full potential, because somebody needs to tell him, yo, for us to win those games, you have to get your butt in the post. Because even Joel Embiid scored 26 and got 16 rebounds. That's a good stat line. But for Philadelphia to win games against Boston Celtics, and even in the later rounds, he has to score 40. He has to score 35 to 40 points. That's the only chance Philadelphia is gonna have against this Boston team, especially with no Ben Simmons. But for Celtics, Jason Tatum was amazing. Jaylen Brown was amazing. Kemba Walker was good in important moments, and that's basically all they need from him. This game was pretty weird for Boston Celtics because they really cooled down by the end, but I had them winning 4-1. I had them winning in 5 games this series, so we'll see what happens in game 2. And now to the most controversial game of the night. Dallas Mavericks, Los Angeles Clippers. I believe Dallas Mavericks were robbed in this game. First of all, we all know Kristaps Porzingis ejection. It shouldn't be in a projection. Even LeBron James on Twitter said, man, that was bogus as hell. Come on, man. And I agree with him, even though people arguing in the comments. No. His first attack was not attack, okay? Second one, yes, he escalated the situation, but even in that situation, I think referees should see the context of it. It shouldn't be something that it shouldn't be that they made a mistake and then they basically changed the game for Dallas Mavericks because of that. Dallas Mavericks missed Porzingis quite a lot. They missed a lot of offense in fourth quarter, especially because Luka was doing everything he could. Luka was seeing Patrick Beverly, Kawhi Leonard, Paul George in front of him, and he didn't give a fuck. He just went in and scored and did everything that's needed for the team. And he finished with 40 points, which is usual Luka stuff. He played 38 minutes. He scored 42 points, 9 assists, and 7 rebounds. Had 11 turnovers, which next game he has to change that. But even with those 11 turnovers, late in the game, I think it was 3-point game, where teams were on the fast break. So basically, Lou Williams missed 2 layups in a row, and then Seth Curry took a fast break 3. And to me, I was watching the game. I told my roommate, like, yo, if I'm Luka Doncic, I'm telling Seth Curry, like, you don't next time don't do this. Like, in this moment of the game, I feel like they should have slowed it down and give the ball to Luka and then create from there. Like, that was the time for the MVP of your team, the leader of your team, to create something, and you don't rush shots like this. Yeah, he was making. Seth Curry was making a lot of shots. Can I actually check? Seth Curry shot 4 of 8 3-pointers. I mean, yeah, I can see why he wanted to shoot, but as I said, the context matters in this situation, and I feel like Luka should have got the ball. But like, because every time Luka drove or tried to drive, even when the defense was really good from Clippers, they still were doubling him and helping off some players, and 3-point shooters were usually open, so you didn't have to rush. And after that, Luka was so frustrated that he forgot to play defense, and he just let. Was it Morris who shot a 3 and made it? Yeah. So basically, that Morris 3 finished the game. And to be fair, Marcus Morris probably played his best game as a Clippers. Not only he scored 19 points and was pretty good on offense, he also got Kristaps Porzingis ejected, which Kristaps Porzingis should have been smarter. He should have known better. He should have known that he has a technical and don't go into a confrontation. Especially Marcus Morris was trying to get into Luka's head. I get it, and you have to defend your teammate. I get it, but you end up hurting your team even more. Kristaps has to act more mature in that sense, and hopefully, and I feel like that was the chance for Dallas to win the game, because Clippers didn't play that well actually. And I feel like next game Clippers will make proper adjustments, and Luka's not gonna have this monster game like he did today. And Luka already looked tired, and that's the only knock on Luka that I have, because I feel like he needs to work on his physicality more in terms of he can stay playoff ready at all times. If he gets lighter and a little bit stronger, he's going to be more mobile. He can play better defense, because sometimes they were targeting Luka on defense, and it was a problem for him, because you can tell by the end of the game Luka was walking like he was like his body was hurting. So they have basically 1 day to recover, and hopefully Luka's come back and makes it a really interesting series. But I thought Clippers gonna win this series 4-1, and I feel like Dallas lost one of their only chances to win the game. Thank you for watching this episode. I'll try to make those episodes like talking about playoff games of the day daily. Also, my school started, so we'll see how it goes. But yeah, if you enjoyed today's video, please leave it a like. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Please do. I need more subscribers, to be honest. Okay. Thank you so much for watching, and I see you in the next video. Alright, see ya. Peace.